Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And now, John, obviously a big topic in the midterms is going to be affordability. And joining us now is Paul Zuber. He is with the Business Council of New York, Executive Vice President. Paul, you guys are going to be doing a big public awareness campaign talking about affordability. Talk about it.
I think when we all look at the poll numbers, we're seeing that the public is very concerned about affordability. I think Politico had one recently where 53% of the public was concerned about affordability. So what we've seen happen not only in Albany but in the federal side is suddenly it's become the word of the day for political figures. Politicians talk about affordability constantly. The mayor of New York City talked about affordability. You're hearing it over and over again from politicians. But what we're concerned about is who defines affordability, right? Who is defining this word affordability, and what does it really mean to the public? So, for example, when you decide that suddenly increasing a minimum wage to $30 is an affordability issue, people are forgetting the burden that it places on small businesses. When people talk about affordability being an issue in which we don't attack some of these laws that allow for indiscriminate lawsuits by lawyers, we forget that it has a downward effect. So we're going to do $1 million campaign, and we're going to talk about affordability to the public. We're going to talk about affordability to the legislators. We're going to let them know when a bill comes out that is unaffordable. We'll put a stamp right on it when we send it out to the public that says this bill is unaffordable. And when they do actually do something right, we'll praise them. We have no problem with praising them. Last year's budget, I'll give Speaker Hasty credit. He pushed through a proposal that would take care of the unemployment insurance fund, which turns out to be an affordability issue for businesses. So this is becoming a very important issue, and we're seeing it with energy as well. All these crazy energy policies are driving up costs of electricity bills. We're looking for people to blame. We're blaming the utilities, but a lot of it has to do with the policies that come out of Albany. So that's what this campaign is going to be about.
Well, that's an important one. Judge Weinberg.
So what are the main issues? Is it housing? Is it price of energy, price of electricity? We have a big dispute going on with the windmills, which are going to increase price of energy by 300% more than normal. So is it energy? Interest rates, President Trump is trying to put a new Federal Reserve chairman in that's going to reduce interest rates and make homes more affordable.
Mm-hmm.
So,
when it comes to affordability for the public, John, I think it's a little bit of everything. Now, when you talk about the energy situation in New York State, and we've talked about this numerous times, the CLCPA or the climate law has been an abject disaster, right? It's never reached its goals. It's never going to reach its goals. So instead, what we find is an energy grid that isn't up to snuff and runs a risk of being having blackouts both in the winter and the summertime. We don't build pipelines in New York State, so we have not the supply of gas. So, we're very, New York's very
So bottom line, I would say it's interest rates. I would say it's energy, the cost of heating your home, and what else? I think the affordability of food, but that's going to come down eventually if people have confidence in the interest rates.
Yeah, well, I think affordability for New Yorkers also means what they're doing here. So, you have the mayor talking about increasing corporate taxes and increasing personal income taxes. You have legislators here who are more than willing to not fix the issues surrounding auto insurance and property and casualty insurance because they're afraid of what the trial bar will do to them politically. And what ends up happening is it ends up being thrust upon the consumer. So again, what we're going to do in this campaign is we're going to let consumers know, we're going to let the legislators know when they're pushing through legislation that has an impact on business, which ultimately get passed down on the consumers.
Okay.
Paul, it's Richard Weinberg. Good to talk to you again. So it seems to me this is the problem. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Historical experience shows when you overtax, when you overregulate, when you create disincentives for building housing and keeping the business community alive and well, which provides jobs and services and a tax base, people flee because cities and states become, quote, unaffordable. So yet you have the people up in Albany and in the New York City Council passing all this legislation which adds regulatory burdens, tax burdens, and economic burdens to the business community. How do you stop that from happening?
And Paul, we just have a little bit left. Go ahead.
All right, real quick. How do you stop that from happening? I think one of the problems that happens in government, and you know this, Judge, is everything's in a bubble, right? So they know that they can pass certain things. They know they can move certain things, and 90% of the public won't know about what they did. This is what this campaign is about. This campaign is to hold everybody accountable for making it public and making people know when these individuals are doing things that ultimately are going to cost the taxpayer more money.
Well, keep us posted. Paul, very important topic.
What happens with today's politicians, Paul? Spend, spend, spend. And if you need more money for a new project, just raise taxes. Nobody uses common sense anymore. And the problem is, I don't think we have enough common sense, smart people in politics.
Well, you don't get into disagreement from me.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
All concur.
We all do. Paul, we love having you.
Thanks,
Keep us
Paul.
posted, please. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.